Like you heard in the opening, Laura has been dubbed as someone that lies.
TUJ, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
The pinky and the brain, yes, the pinky and the brain. One is a genius, the other is insane. The laboratory mice, the dreams of the twice. The pinky and the brain, 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 brain.
Before each night is done, your plan will be unfurled by the dawning of the sun. And overthrow the earth. The pinky and the brain, 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 brain.
Okay, so hello everyone. Thank you so much for tuning back in. Oh wow, what was that Freak Eye episode about? Oh wow. Sometimes you don't even know what's going on. I have a special announcement, by the way. I didn't want to leave on a negative note. I want to leave on a positive note. So I want to reveal something to you guys here, because you guys have been here since it started, and you guys have been pretty much supporting this channel and really got us really close to 500 subscribers, and we are so close to 1,000, and I believe we will reach 1,000. But I just want to say thank you, and because you guys have been pretty much rocking with me here for all this time, I think 2 months now, 3 months, since June. It's only right for me to reveal this for my channel anniversary for the main channel, because what's going to happen on the main channel is going to be so special. It's going to be so special, and I'm going to reveal it to you guys first. A lot of my members, I know them, so they will be watching this stream anyway. They pretty much watch most of what I do. So what I'm saying is that they'll be watching this stream. Let me just try and find the actual so I can share the screen with you. Whew. Oh, gosh. Okay. 1 second. Just bear with me so I can get it up, and then after this, we'll go straight into Tejas, because I know that's what you guys are waiting for. I do have a lot of thoughts, and to be honest, I'll be honest with you. I'll give you a bit of a preview. I didn't even take notes. There was one thing I was looking for, and I'll tell you that one thing. Today I didn't even take notes. I waited for this one thing, and he just wasn't saying it, and it didn't seem like it was ever gonna come. So I was like, okay, and I'll be very honest. The fact that I know the verdict already has factored into my thinking. So I'm like, because I know it didn't come up, it must not have come up. He did not deal with it. So Roy, you're going to have to be my kind of map here, and just let me know if I am right in my summation of the case, because I only watched 30 minutes of it, and I was like, if he's not already addressing this at the start now, he's never gonna address it. So so today is gonna be a team effort, basically. What's what I'm trying to say. Today's gonna be a team effort. Let me just open it up for you. 1 second. Is that it? That's not it. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Right here. Let me go to the screen share. 1 second. Okay. How far are you into Tejas? Yeah, like I said, I'm finished now. I'm finished. So I'm going to do a full report. I will publish that report. Should be next week. I'm taking it easy, but that doesn't mean I can't type up or do nothing like that. I'm not declining cognitively, But if I do find the energy to put something together, it takes nothing. I've got the notes already. And I have watched all the days. It's just like I said, I made the mistake of not actually knowing where denoting it properly, but thanks to Court TV, I'm going to use that to kind of piece it all together. So you'll definitely get some form of report, and I should be launching my Substack so that I can put together my theory, because I still believe this is a very interesting approach to the theory. It just so happens that it could, two things can exist, and that's what today represented. Like, it brought back the idea, because remember, last episode I said that they were in a crossroad. Now it's back to two things can exist at the same time. So it was a journey for me to get because Roy was telling me you're gonna come back here. Roy was warning me, but I was like, no, let's see where you go with this. So yeah, I'm firmly back now. So I'm wondering if the brain is walking in pain after you said this. yeah, absolutely. Like, because the jury are not stupid. I'm pretty sure if I was thinking the same thing, they were thinking it as well. They have to be. But let me just share the screen so that we can go and talk about that really quickly, okay? So this is the screen. So this is the screen. I am doing this show called Hines and Friends. This is what I send to my editor. So they're going to design the flyer and all of that. The concept of the show is basically, it's called the Hines Variety Festival. It's a virtual festival, a virtual watch party. Anyone can come and join. You don't pay nothing to join, and that's it. We are going to be talking about the interest of the segment. You'll find out when the lineup is going to be released, plus the guests within that segment, and so forth. And they'll continue. This is what I sent to my designer, and my designer is gonna do his magic the best way I know he does. So this is going to be a very big event. I have managed to book someone I've looked up to so much all my life, and should I spoil it? Because Justin Hunt would know, but nah. I want to surprise him as well. I want to surprise him as well. But I'm really excited for the Hines and Friends Hines Variety Festival. It is an idea that I had since 2013. I'm not joking. I held on to this idea. There was this DJ called, I'm going to tell this story anyway on the stream, so don't worry. But there was this DJ called DJ Betamax. And he had this idea where he was DJing with videos at the back, where he was playing music videos. I was in love with the idea. I wanted to run with it. I just didn't have the funds. Man's been saving up a bit. I invested a little bit. So that's my concept. I wanted to do what he did because I love visuals. I love to put that all together live. So I really love that idea. So I've been thinking of this idea for so long. How do I get people to come and watch? And I finally arrived. It made sense. So it's called the Hines Variety Festival. It's a virtual festival, virtual watch party. And I was, the minute when I thought of the idea, I was so gassed but I knew I couldn't do it back then because of the fact that I just didn't have popularity, and at the same time, you just the best laid plans, sometimes it's worth the wait. Roy Listener says, I watched the entire sentencing phase and Tears couldn't produce emotion. We were talking about nothing with respect to his family. Yeah. So I hope that you did. I hope everyone that is watching that they did, get that announcement. It is 3 of us today, but that's even better because that means you guys have the inside knowledge, the inside scoop. So you guys kind of know what's coming, and I'm pretty sure you guys will be in front row. So let's go into Tears now. So Tears, right? The one thing I was waiting for Tears to actually, there was one problem with Tears. Sorry about that. Let me slow down now. Sorry, I think I used my energy to talk about that. All my energy left, so I kind of go slow now. 1 second. You can do this. Come on, let's do this. So, yes, I couldn't finish. I couldn't just wait. I couldn't just watch this case all through and not see it through. So the sentencing came. He has been found guilty, and he's going to be sentenced, and it makes sense. I don't even fault the jury for this one. I was thinking the same thing. There was one hole in Teller's there was one kink in his armor. If on day 7, I said to myself, if he's not coming up here to say, you see that DNA that they found in my under his fingerprints, under his fingernails or whatever they found the DNA, Tears DNA. You see that DNA? They planted it. And this is how. We done our own independent investigation with the FBI, and this is what we found. We found that they were able to use a dummy card to trick everyone in the investigation to go through and plant that in there before anyone could come. I was waiting for that because that would make sense. Before anyone could come, they go in there. We know that they do store DNAs somewhere. So can you grab a DNA from a facility someone getting sex? Yes, that's precisely how a frame job actually does work. You just need someone on the inside. You don't need a whole team. You don't need to tell the whole police. You don't need to tell everybody. Just one person. That Trojan horse goes in, gets what you need, does the job because this person would know the place inside out. I used to watch this show called Elementary. It's a modern imitation of Sherlock Holmes. You see this regularly. Like that's what makes Sherlock Holmes unique, because he also dives into frame jobs as well. Jobs that anyway, I think I'm getting too sidetracked. But that's the point. That was the expectation. And to be quite fair, it was merited. That expectation was merited. I gave him full props. He presented a very compelling case. Just follow through. Hit the home run. And then he goes on there and talks about emotions and tries to play sad. When you have your DNA on the guy, I have to wonder two things. Did you really kill him, or did you just get overwhelmed by emotion that you just stop looking for that one piece of exculpatory evidence that will get rid of all this for you? I found that very hard to believe. You know what I'm trying to say? Roy, please talk with me here. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Because I gave this guy a lot of chances. Like, it's not like I didn't take his case seriously. I did. It made sense. It would make sense, because think of it even in the 1800s context, right? Oh, 1 second. Let me calm down a little bit again. So even in the 1800s context, right? If you look at how they were, even, you saw the South. They didn't want to end and abolish. I'm sorry for going here but I think this is the main. This is the point that would drive it home. I'm not using slavery to like bring up uncomfortable truths or anything like that. It's just look at what the South were doing to try and stop that from happening. I'm pretty sure people were killed. I mean, come on, there was a whole civil war. So if you extrapolate that, you kind of need that kind of conflict to be happening within the do you see what I mean? Like, am I crazy for thinking this? Think about it. If you don't have that mini conflict already happening already, he didn't prove it. Now, did he kind of show it in a way? Did he kind of like hint at the conflict? Yes. The witness he brought in did a beautiful job to show the divide. Great. Now go for the home run. Who was the guy that planted your DNA? Why was this not your focus? Do you see what I'm saying? Why was this not your focus? Get the guy that planted the DNA. You don't even have to get enough circumstantial evidence. Who would have the access to the DNA? Who would have, then after getting access to the DNA, what time did they grab the DNA from the lab? Then after what time they grabbed the DNA from the lab, how long from this time till the death of Haman was used? That is a trail that would have exonerated Tejas. The reason why it didn't exist is because it didn't exist. It really didn't exist. It didn't exist. But people act like conspiracy are so hard to prove. They're not. You just need, technology will show you up. The minute, all they had to do was ask for wherever Tejas, you can get access to Tejas' blood. Wherever, just ask. From there, you work backwards. And this is me assuming someone used a fake ID to enter. This is me assuming that. And from there, you can work backwards and bring it all together in. I'm surprised they didn't even try to at least launch that defense and not have anything. Just make the argument. Persuade me a little bit. That didn't happen. He didn't even go to it. Anyway, I knew what you're talking about. Thank you so much, Roy. It was just, I was further in the case. I knew your arguments were right. Yeah, I know, but I'm glad that you gave me a chance to explore it. Because I really do feel like, because I did it, I did Karen Reed justice. You want to know why? This made me convinced that Karen Reed was definitely framed. Let me explain to you. The chain of custody that passed from whoever the officer was to Brian Higgins that made him destroy that SIM, that's enough for me. Why would you destroy that SIM? You had the last custody. Why? Jen McCabe. Why would you message John O'Keefe at 12:28 when you already know that the last walking things that he did was at 12:24? You had already messaged him at 12:14 to meet you. And for some reason, you're deleting these messages, by the way. You're deleting these messages. And on top of that, John O'Keefe is walking again at 12:31, then died. Karen left at what time? 12:26. So how on earth at 12:24, when John O'Keefe likely got out of the vehicle, started walking to somewhere, I'm not going to say where. I'm just going to say because there were steps taken, he walked somewhere. This is a frame job. You can tell it's a frame job. You can tell. It reeks of it. Because what happened after that 12:32, they start messaging, "Where are you, John?" As if they just did not meet up and just sorted it out from 12:14 to 12:24. Are you joking me? It's obvious. Look at the conflicts here already. There's already a lot of conflict. And I'm not talking about conflict of information. I'm talking about the fact that there's already a conflict with Jen and already Karen and conflict already between Jen, Karen, and John O'Keefe. There's already a conflict there. You can see the underlying conflict in just that little explanation. You can see why there would be that underlying conflict, because it doesn't make sense why you invite this guy to your house. You tell him where to meet you. He finally gets there and says, "I'm outside," and then he walks out. Karen leaves. We all know she left at she did not leave at 12:32 or whatever that time was. She could not have got back to her house in 4 minutes with snow. Look at the conditions. That's just not possible. It makes more sense that she left at 1:26. 10 minutes makes more sense. 10 makes more sense. Gets to her house, does what she does. You can hear it in the garage. I don't care what these people that believe that she's guilty, they are deluded. I don't give a damn. I don't think you guys actually. I mean, I was literally about to say, give them some credit. You know, your audience is not slow. I know they're not slow, but some of the people that came on to comment against Karen Reed, I'm sorry, I have to kind of like hold my mouth on that slow part. Because I'm sorry. It's evident by the evidence alone. If you just let it talk, you can see. Because I wonder, why on earth are you asking questions about this guy at 12:36 when you know you've already... He literally got out of the car. He said he was here. Let me know. I'm doing a video on it anyway, so don't worry. But that's the point. Let me just drink something. I'm tired. It makes more sense for it to be 10 minutes that she got back to her house. It just makes more sense. And I'm sorry. People try to convince me and say that I came in late. And I don't care what time I came in. I done my research. And I know that objectively I can explain this 10 times over and over again. I might even go on Sloovy's pad Sloofy goosey. I'm gonna go on a pad and pick it up and just be like, okay, what do you have? Let's now bear in mind, I removed the relationships. I made sure it was not personal. I made sure there was no thread of personal in there. The reason why I did this today, I wanted to do this today, was because of that stupid filing that was made. I know you're grieving. I don't know the brother's name, John O'Keefe's brother. I know you're grieving, but you have the wrong person. Go back to your DA. Ask them to go after the real perp. End of story. Because that story, that is not gonna go legs. That case is not gonna go anywhere. And it's a civil case. For you to lose a civil case, that would be embarrassing. I wouldn't do that to John O'Keefe's legacy. I just wouldn't. I would just pack it in and just call it a day, because you've been duped. I'm sorry. Someone just has to tell you the truth. You just need to look at the data. I know you're friends with these people, but just look at the data, because you cannot live with yourself if you send an innocent person to jail. You can't. That's a fact. And you know that. So if you want to do it, go ahead. Go ahead. If you want to make her pay for something that she didn't do, go ahead. Let's see if you can live with yourself. That's all I'm saying. Because you know deep down she didn't do this. What woman would do something like this and have the nerve to lie about babysitting their kids? Like I said, I've done my research. I'm late. I know I'm late. I'm late to this, but that doesn't mean I'm wrong. That just does not mean I'm wrong. That means I'm just very thorough, because I'm late. I have to be thorough. I'm late. That doesn't mean I wasn't watching every day. I was watching every day. I wasn't that late. I was literally just 3 days late to watching a trial. I don't know the preliminaries, which is fine, but that's what made me impartial. I knew what I was looking for when I saw what I saw. That's it. So, end of the day, I'm just saying, if you guys really want to bury Karen Reed this badly, you have to live with it. You just have to live with this conscience that you sent someone that's completely innocent to jail, because I believe she is completely innocent, based on facts, not my opinions, not me believing that Kofinda is the next best thing since sliced bread, not me believing that Julie Grant is making a take that is outrageous again. I don't care. She can make as much outrageous takes as she wants. End of the day, she did not do this. It's just not possible. What? Okay, so what? Did I hit him? Did I hit him? She said that. She also suffers from MS. What were the triggers that day? We know that she went down to the mental, she was admitted. Why are you looking at this woman? Clearly, this was a psychotic. Pull back. It's not your place. It's not your place to discuss this. This is not your family. You guys are grieving. I understand. You guys are grieving. I've grieved. I've lost my grandma. Natural causes. It's unfortunate that this wasn't natural causes. It is. I'm not being insensitive. It is unfortunate. But pinning it on the wrong person is not going to get the result that you want. What happened with Robert Tellers today is success. And it shows how much the legal system is as robust as it is to at least try and get it right. Both teams, they did their job. They actually did it. I was so impressed with the defense. I'm not going to lie. To put the case on that well, knowing that you can't explain away 1 point, is actually pretty impressive. I got to give them props. They made me believe it for a while. I mean, it's not like they were trying to trick me, but it's a very compelling story. I did believe that this guy was being framed because there were so many changes that was happening so quickly, so small. That is chaotic. There's a lot of chaos already. So that's the recipe for a frame job. Massive recipe. So much change is happening in such little time. He was right to say that they were he just needed to just complete the job, and he just couldn't do it. I waited for that because I was like, the way he ended the last one, I was like, he must have an ace up his sleeve. He must. There's no way you can just. I know you have one thing to explain away. You have to do it. He didn't do it. So end of the day, he is guilty of what he did because he actually did it because they found DNA at the scene. Where is even a trace of Karen's boot? I'm not talking about these boots are made for walking. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking boot, the Lexus. Where is that even on his body? Like torso. They tried to change the laws of physics in front of our eyes. And you really want me to believe that this wasn't a conspiracy against Karen Reed? You know, okay. All right. Anyway, I'll just leave it there. I'm not gonna do verdict talk. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm going to do the report like as promised, and I'll try and get it over. I am very, very tired. I could only do 30 minutes. I'm sorry, but that's all I wanted to say. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. I'm very tired. Thank you so much, Roy. I hope that you did enjoy that. Thank you so much, Alana. I thank you for coming. Name any other cases other than Karen's where body was found in front of the yard and cops don't enter the house. Thank you. That's a chaos in of itself. Think about it. You're not investigating this case that is chaotic for the. So we have one chaos already that was I told you about already. Then we have this new chaos of them not investigating. That is a chaos for the public, for the community. Why would you not investigate at the day and expect me to believe this is not a cover-up? Think about it, my guy. The only reason listen is this simple. Some guy goes into work. Brian Higgins randomly goes into work. And I like the way that Jackson did not decide to press him. No one decided to press him. Let him go to work. She explained, no one objected. Yeah. You go to work at 1 o'clock in the morning. Where's your timesheet? I wish they asked. But I'm glad they didn't. But where is it? You going to work? Where is it? Like, how many? Do you even work that late? Regularly? I would have, me personally, if I really want, I would have just put up every time she's done and say, how many times have you actually done night shifts? And I'm pretty sure Jackson probably did this, and I'm pretty sure what probably happened was they found that he actually does do night shifts a lot or something. So they decided not to use it. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe they didn't think about it. Or maybe they did think about it and they just thought, let's just see where this one goes. Let's just try this strategy. I don't know. But end of the day, that's what I would have done. And guaranteed, he did what he did so that he can be on hand to delete that footage. That's it. There's no other way you can explain it. This is the last guy with a chain of custody that goes back to the CCTV and also the even communications. You got rid of your SIM. That's chaos. That's 3 chaotic moments. That's all I want to say. This is another great stream, Catcher Man. Thanks for another great stream, Catcher Man. Thank you so much. Yes, Roy, exactly. Alana. Oi, both of you, all 3 of you, amazing. Please share this stream. I would love everyone to get this opinion in. I want to hear what they say. I'm going to go now. This is the intro. Enjoy the intro and the outro. See you guys. I'm going to be back a week before the pop out. Not the pop out. I was going to call it the pop out show. I was teasing that, but I remembered the plan that I made ages ago, and I was like, you know what? Let's go with that. But I wasn't gonna call it Heinz Variety Fest back then. It wasn't gonna be called this. But life, innit? Life just happens. Anyway, take care of yourself and have a great day. Bye bye.
Gee, Ray, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
The pinky and the brain. Yes, the pinky and the brain. One is a genius, the other is insane. The laboratory mice, the dreams of the slice. The pinky and the brain, brain.
Their plan will be unfurled by the dawning of the sun.